and welcome back to All the Mods 9. How's your day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So last episode we were working on our Greg tech. We got ourselves into high voltage tier machinery and we set up ore processing. And as you can see, I've been spending a bit of time setting up loads of different resources to be going along here. Some of them have finished, like the spodumene and sheldonite. But the rest of them are still going. Stibnite is done crushing, but it still has a lot of crush to go through. This isn't probably the most efficient way of doing it, but since we're in high voltage, we get byproducts of our resources, so why not? Eventually, these will all be like set in multi-blocks, but for now, this is the way it needs to be done. So, we're going to take a break from Greg Tech today. We're going to work on a bit of farming, and we also got our blast furnace here to EV. So in preparation for today, I've built this area in the Void Dimension, and to get to the Void Dimension, which is the Beyond, you have to place a teleport pad down in the end. It's from the same mod, as you can see, as Oldemodium. It's for like the mining dimension and the other dimension. Well, I can't access this again, so I'll just teleport here. So in preparation, I've built this area. It just spawns you on one block, so I've built this kind of box here, and we got access to our AE system here, which is really nice. And we're going to be setting up bees and mystical agriculture here now today. We're actually going to have bees over this side and mystical agriculture on this side, but we're going to be doing mystical agriculture through phytogenic insulators. Now, in all the mods 8, that was super laggy, but I think that was because of all the pipes I had. Today, we're going to be using XNet to hopefully make things a bit more efficient. So, we need to make ourselves the phytogenic insulators. I've already gone ahead and made all the patterns I think I need for this. So, we're going to start with, say, 20 of them. Oh, I just don't have any dirt. All the dirt is in my dank. I need to set up like a builder or after today, get like a dirt seed just so I can craft dirt. So, we'll just make 20 phytogenic insulators. Let's go to @XNet and grab ourselves out a controller and some blue connectors. I'm gonna grab some cable as well. And the other cable we're going to need is energy cable, because we need to power everything here. We could power through XNet, but I think it might be better if we just used like a flux point. Okay, and the other things we're also going to need is some speed upgrades for these phytogenic insulators. So I've already gone ahead and made 100 of these draconic integral components, which is the highest tier. And they're actually not that difficult to make. So you have your standard components that are like all the way up to Enderium from Invar and Reinforced. Everything here pretty standard. But the draconic one is going to require this material here called Dragon Steel. Dragon Steel is gotten by smelting this Dragon Steel dust, which is gotten by mixing Apatite, 3 Dragon's Breath, and Netherite together. We've gotten plenty of Dragon's Breath from our hostile neural networks, and actually put up a new mob in there, the Shulker. And Netherite dust is easy as well. You just crush that with a hammer. No problem. So that is already set up. And then the other resources, if we grab out a stack of those, is going to be the flux amplifiers. There is this one here, the Shellite, or Shellite. I think this is going to be the best one. I'm not entirely sure about the Twinite one, because the Twinite one is the next tier after Shellite, but it has only 110 base power, whereas the Shellite one is 120% base power. So I don't know if this is actually better or not. So we're just going to go with the flux one. If you think, or if you know in the comments, let me know if this one is actually better. But for now, I think this is going to be the best one. So we're only missing 36 shulker shells. So hopefully we should have enough by the time it actually, like, we need them. Let's just start by making 10 just to get it going. And let's get ourselves our phytogenic insulator set up. We're also going to have to set up phytogrow to also be processed, but I think we can just make a ton of it in our inventory for now, and then we can set up a passive for it later. Because usually my only problem with making phytogrow is we're just always running out of niter, but we should be okay with niter. We have 3.8 million of it, but that might go very quickly. Right, and actually before we do anything else, let's actually get ourselves our infusion altar and start making ourselves some seeds. Actually, you know what? You should probably just set up everything. We'll make this quickly now, just to have it, but now let's set up our phytogenic insulator. So turn on chunk borders, because I want to have this kind of thing on the edge here, roughly in the center. So this is the center of the chunk, and we're just going to have these run the whole length along here. What's going to happen then is we're going to put a second set of phytogenic insulators up here. Now this isn't going to be like ready today. I'm just going to be making seeds as I need them, because we're not going to be making every single type of seed. We don't need them. I'm only going to make the ones that are essential for getting ourselves the ATM Star. So using those now, we get ourselves the advanced connectors, and to start off, I think we're only going to be making like 10 or so seeds, so we'll just hook up like 11 or so of these things, 10 to 11. You know what, let's just hook them all up. How did that get in there? And let's just disconnect from where we don't need. So let's actually just disconnect here and just use these ones here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9 of them here, which is good. Right, then we just need to get our blue connector and our controller, and we just need to hook up this now. So run the cable around here, and then we're just going to run this to probably the edge of the chunk here. That's our controller, and then we're going to have a connector, okay? Then we're going to grab ourselves out an interface, because this is how we're going to be importing and exporting out items. Do we only need... Yeah, we just need the one, I think. This interface here should be bigger. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's 2 pages of stuff in here, so there should be no reason why we need any more. So the first things I want in here is water, because water is going to be the main thing these phytogenic insulators need to work. Also, we're also going to need a phytogrow, so let's just grab that out now as well, and put that in there and stack it to 100. Now we just need to stick another connector. I'm out of connectors. I think the only issue I have with connectors right now is I'm out of chests. So getting ourselves the wood seed now today would make things a lot easier. So let's just make ourselves a few stacks of chests, and that should allow us to make ourselves the blue connector. Now we can run this cable over here and connect it to the network. So you should come online and we should see water and phyto grow in here. Yes, good. So let's begin with our first setup. So we want this guy here. This is just an old controller I was using. I was trying to use fluids for Gregstar. Didn't really work. So we want to create a new channel. Channel 1 is going to be for items. Items, we're going to create and extract as fast as we can on stack. Okay? And this is going to be pulling out the phytogrow. Actually, well, no, we'll save that one for last. We're actually just going to put each individual seed in here first. So we'll just connect all these up. Just copy and paste the connector. That are all just insert. Number 2 is going to be for items as well, because this time we have to pull the items back out of the machines back into the interface. So this guy is going to be an insert. These things here are going to be an extract, and as fast as it can go. Okay, and then circuit number 3 is going to be for fluids, and the fluid is going to be the water. So extract water down as fast as it can go. I think like 5 buckets is the maximum speed it can go, and then just insert in each one. Cool, so if we look over here now, oh yeah, we won't have anything in it until we hook it up to power first. And the machines on top aren't going to get a power right now, but down over here we'll like loop this cable up the way, and then it'll go across the top, so that then we can stack another set of machines above it and they will get powered then as well. I just don't like this sticking out of the ground here, but there's not much we can do about it unless we really were to use XNet for power, but I don't think that will be able to keep up. Okay, and then we'll just stick a point down right here, and that should be everything here getting powered. Let's just turn off bypass limit, so to make sure everything here gets power. So everything should have power. This guy here should have power, and water should be going into the machines. Oh wait, no, not yet. I need to allow the insert of input and output. Yes, so I don't know why it was sending in multiple, but now what I can do is grab out this thing called red print, and I just need to right click the machine. You'll hear that nice ding, and then every time I click the machine, it will copy its settings, and I can paste it into every single machine here so that they all point out the back, as you can see. So they all should be filled with water and phytogrow. Now it's time to make ourselves our seeds. Oh yeah, and don't forget to give each one of these guys here a upgrade. So we'll start off with this thing over here, and we just need to put down our 8 pedestals. And before we even make any seeds, let's get ourselves our time in a bottle. So time in a bottle is going to require the speed augment tier 3. That is going to be Imperium essence and sugar with the speed 2. Speed 2 is tertium essence and sugar, and speed 1 is prudentium and the unattuned version. So we need 2 of those. And if we look up at mystical agriculture, I've already gone ahead and made myself 4 insanium essence, which is going to allow us to upgrade this supremium crystal here to the master one. That way now we have unlimited uses, and actually if we make ourselves blocks of inferium, and actually if we set up a pattern for this, it should work. Make sure everything here is on substitute so it doesn't try to make a new one and it just keeps using the same crystal over and over again. You just keep going and then use the blocks, which is actually way faster than having to like use the dust and then convert into blocks. So you can just go straight into the block form, which is amazing. And the only thing is this could be a bit slow if they're all stacked in the same machine. I can't really tell like what space is out because like every 4 blocks is a different pattern provider. Oh wait, no, that doesn't need to go in there. As long as it's in the system now, we should be able to request, and we're going to need say 12 of these things, which is going to be needed for making ourselves our unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium seeds. So it says everything is there, it requires 110k. Wow. And then off it goes. So I should have enough essence just to get started here. So we want to grab out some prudentium. we want to grab out ourselves some tertium and some imperium as well. Here we go. And then some sugar. And now we can make ourselves our augments. Oh yeah, don't forget there is also a button that is needed for making this thing work. So button go right there. So sugar and 4 of them. And then we'll start off with the Prudentium. Here we go. In and go. And now we just need to keep doing this until we've upgraded it, all 2 of them, up to tier 3. There we go. Tier 1. Take it back out and now upgrade the essence. And there we go. We have our 2 tier 3 speed upgrades. I've already gone ahead and got myself bottles of enchanting, which I bought from a cleric villager. And the speed upgrades are just using honey blocks, which I got from the beehive outside my house. So, and also from Crest Rewards. So, there we go. Time in a bottle. Now we can start generating up time that we can use to accelerate machines. I don't know if, I wonder does it work on Gregtech machines? I wouldn't imagine so. Anyway, so our first set of machines, we're going to need, or machines? Seeds. We're going to say nether. So we need 4 agglomeratio from nether. Nature is going to require, sugarcane and pumpkins. I don't have any of those. I'm going to have to go find some. I know I have a sugarcane farm up here, but I don't have pumpkins anywhere, so I'm going to have to go find some. All right, about time. Finally found some pumpkins. So we just need 4, but I'll grab all of them. Eventually, once we have the nature seed, we can make as many as we want. Okay, while on the way back, I actually came across this guy here, and I actually want to capture him because he will drop us something that is kind of needed. So this guy right here, capture you before you die. There we go. So the Deepling Angler, he'll drop Nautilus shells, which is going to be needed later for making ourselves Hearts of the Sea, which is how we're going to be getting our top tier B upgrade. So that's pretty good. And we'll just stick you right there and off you go. Hopefully I should see some shells in the system soon. I think I only have the 1. Okay. Oh, and it looks like these guys are done as well. So craft me another 20 and the Insanium's done. So let's go back and make our seeds. Okay, and there we go. We got ourselves 19 seeds. Yeah, I got myself a rubber one as well, because why not? The rubber is something different. You need to make it using cured rubber, but the rubber you get can also be substituted for, I think, the one from... Am I thinking of this right? Yeah, so it turns out like the tiny dry rubber has been depreciated, and it's now turning into this thermal series one, which I'm assuming you use for all like the extra like plastic and rubber needs. Can you smelt it again? Yeah, so you smelt it again into plastic, and then that's how you make all your industrial foregoing machines. Pretty good. So now that we have all them, we need to set them up in here. So each machine, as you can see, we have a load of them. So actually, let me connect up the other machines. And now I just need to finish putting the connectors on them. And actually, I'm going to set a channel 4, which is just going to be for extracting out the phytogrow into every single machine here then. Right, all I need to do now is just filter every single seed into each phytogenic insulator, because eventually once they get more than a stack, or like one, like mainly more than one, then we could end up having 2 of the same seeds in 2 different machines, which I don't want. I just want 1 machine per seed. So the first one then is going to be air. Next one then will be fire. And we might as well go in the order. So then we'll use water and then earth. And then so on. How many machines do we actually have right here? 20. Oh, okay, so that is right. So I did get every single one of them. There's one machine who is empty. Should we just make 1 extra seed for it? What should we put in there? Can we make ourselves a honey seed right now? What do we need to make honey seeds? Honey agglomeratio? Is this possible? If we can make this, this would actually be really good. And I'll figure it out later. But now you can see the machines have come online. Is it just that slow taking them out? Does it need to do 1 seed by 1 by 1? Because one of these machines should stay empty. Now, which one? I don't know. I guess we could find out just by double clicking it. Wait, you're supposed to stay empty. Oh, because you don't have a filter, you're just going to throw in any random seed. That makes sense. Okay, so there's 20 machines, 19 seeds. I'm missing something. Which one isn't going into a machine? Okay, yeah, I found it. It was the unobtainium seed somehow didn't get placed in its own machine. So now it should be working. Yeah, this one here went online. So I think this is the only one that is supposed to have ice in it. Because actually, I did find a second machine in here that didn't have anything. I think it was like the 5th machine. Yeah, this one, which is this guy. So you're getting ice and you're getting nether, which you're not supposed to. It looks like I am still missing a seed, which is odd. What seed am I missing? I didn't make this quartz enriched iron one. I was given it as a quest reward. So there's a seed just gone AWOL. While we're thinking about extra seeds, I might as well make myself like these ones here, which is the nether star dragon egg seeds and the nitro crystal seeds, so that we have plenty of those. So that means I need 2 more phytogenic insulators, and just need to make sure these things are input now put through the back and connected to power. And then the same thing like we've been doing with all of them, just configure them in here to work. Cool. Now, these things are actually not that terribly slow, even though like they don't have maximum upgrades. The only thing they have is the draconic integral components. So let's actually upgrade these. And actually, let me just stick these through like a stack. So like all the seeds that just been put in here. All right. And how many of those flux things do we have now? Only 20. How many can we craft now? It's been like over an hour. Can we craft 100 of them? No. Okay. Make me like another 30. And now, so we can see just based off of like one of these integral components, it's not that fast, but once we add 3 of these in, look how fast that is now. It's like 2 seconds a grow. No clue if that does anything by just right clicking when it's already maxed out, because it makes that like clicking sound. Water. Why are you struggling to export out water? Oh, because they're getting taken up in those slots there. Okay, I'm going to put water in the last slot here so it doesn't get touched. And you know what? I'm actually going to put multiple water sources in here just to be on the safe side. We have enough room in here to put 9 more seeds, which isn't actually that bad. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I honestly have no clue what's going on here. I tried adding like extra ports onto this thing, but every time I add like a new insert for all of the essence, the whole controller just stops working and it just won't be pulling out the seeds fast enough. So I have no clue what's going on. I did actually just change the extract here to a random. So I'm hoping now, like, what's going to happen is over time, these things are going to fill up with enough seeds where that they're not going to have to be waiting for the next seed to be inserted in. So that's my hope. Like this one here, like 5 seeds, it makes one, and by the time it's like about to run out, it should be inserted in another one, like it is right now. So we're kind of just waiting for that to happen to like the nether star ones, which still take quite a while. Oh wait, I still haven't made all the upgrades for them yet. All right, now every single one of them here is upgraded. So yeah, it's just going to take time for them to stop flashing like a light show here, so I'll leave it alone for now. Let's get moving on to bees. So to start bees, we are going to need quite a lot of comb, so it actually is going to be in our best interest to get our bee seed going. I think I can get like 2 more seeds or 2 more comb from a quest here, so hopefully this should be good. Like I said, it's between 2 to 4, so yeah, okay, it only gave me the 2, which is enough to make our 4th honey glom ratio. Now, combining that with Perdentium essence, now we can go make our honey seed and produce as much honeycomb as we want. All right, and there we go. Now we're making honey essence. Now, all that honey essence will be turned into honeycombs, and then those combs will be used for making ourselves beehives. And what we can actually do is, once we have these beehives, I do have a villager who is set up in my like enchanting area, who will actually upgrade these for us for a cost of emeralds. So advanced oak beehive, and it looks like, oh no, I can still do more. All right, so I can only do 12 at a time, which isn't bad because I already have a few, I think. Oh, I only have 2, but we also have expansion boxes too as well. So using those now, we can go set up our first few bees. So what's the first bee? Our end goal is definitely going to be getting like the unobtainium vibranium oldemodium bee. To get that, we need to breed a withered bee and an ancient bee. A withered bee is giving a skeletal bee a wither rose. Now, a skeletal bee is gotten by placing a hive in a dark area, and there's a chance between a zombie bee spawning and a skeletal bee spawning. So where do we do that? I'm assuming it has to be done in the overworld, so just give me out a random hive. Okay, and let's just go set this up in like our mine or something like that, somewhere dark. You know what? Nowhere else can be darker than the deep dark. Let's find a spot that's not lit up. Never mind, nothing here is lit up, so that's good. Let's just make ourselves a small room, if we can do it behind our thing here. Okay, so we just put down a oak beehive right here. We should be able to just leave it alone and come back in like 5 minutes, and there should be some skeletal bees spawned in here. And we'll just chunk load the area to make sure it definitely works. All right, we'll be back in a bit. So in terms of the way that this is actually going to be laid out, I'm thinking something like this, and then we can put the feeding slab in the ground right here. And we don't really have to worry about it then, because we can hook up XNet on the back here, which will allow us to extract out bottles and insert bottles and all of the comb that they will be producing. So feeding slabs shouldn't be too difficult to make. I think it's like a chest and just a smooth slab. So plenty of those. And we're going to just do 1 hive per bee. Okay, so we're going to have like 5 of the same bees in the 1 hive, and we're actually going to mess with their genetics this time and make them as fast as possible. And I think the one with the fastest processing speed is the kamikaze bee. Now he can only spawn by if something attacks me while I'm wearing a hive helmet. So we're gonna have to try and get a couple of those to spawn, crush them down, get their DNA, and then somehow duplicate that 1,000 times for every single bee. It's gonna be a lengthy process. We're not gonna get it all done today, but we might as well get ourselves a few bees started. So what bee should we aim for first? Definitely the draconic bee. I think he's going to be one of the main ones we need first, as he will give us access to like all of the speed upgrades for all of these hives. So let's do that first. And before anything, let me just put down the expansion boxes. The draconic bee, I think you just get him by, it looks like right-clicking a obsidian nest with dragon breath. Now, does this have to be done in any dimension, or will this work only in the end? I don't know. Let's find out. There are no bees in this location that will move to this nest. Okay, it has to be done in the end. All right, and can we use multiple? Yes, we can. Oh, I need some bee cages. I have 16 sturdy ones, which should be good. I think these ones are reusable. 2, 1, and draconic bee. Now, what's your stats? Aggressive. Productivity is only normal. Okay. I'm going to sit here and spawn 4 more of them. All right, there's our 5th bee. So if that's the case, then should we get ourselves the ender bee as well while we're here? I think I do need him. And I don't know, what do you need to summon the ender bee? Because I think I have seen him just flying around out in the end islands, but there has to be a way of actually just summoning him here, right? Endstone nest with popcorn. I don't have any popcorns. All right, we're going on a bee hunt. Let's go find this guy. Okay, not that difficult. They seem to be everywhere over here. So before we do anything, we are going to want like the anti-teleportation upgrade first, because it seems like we are going to have to make ourselves do I not have any more comb left? Oh well, I used it all. Because to make the actual like top tier omega upgrade, it looks like we're just going to have to get ourselves some draconic essence first. So we just want to get this bee producing some, and then we can upgrade as we produce it. Okay, so the simulation upgrade go in, and now we can insert all the different bees. So only one of them seemed to be pretty good. Well, it's not even great either, but it's a medium productivity. So he's the best one out of all of them, but we can make him better later, like I said. So what we need now is the actual egg for these things to work. And it looks like the egg that they require is literally just the dragon egg, which I have 11k of. Not a problem. Just put that in here. And now they will start making us comb over time. Oh, yeah, I need a few bottles too, just to collect the honey. Okay, and actually, I'm going to make a second simulator upgrade. And I'm just going to put the ender bees in here now as well. What is these guys' productivity like? Normal, normal, high. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got 2 high in the ender department. That's nice. And the ender bees require what flower? I think it's a coarse flower. Yes. All right, now we just need to sit here and give them some time. So after a quick usage of the time in a bottle, I think I used, close to nearly 2 hours of time. We got 47 draconic comb, which we can now use to centrifuge. So if we grab out the centrifuge I made earlier and actually upgrade it to the electric one, I don't know what's the best version. I think the heated version allows for like faster product. Okay, we can't even make them. Actually, we can. Should we make the heated one? Like the powered one is all right, but the heated one doesn't produce any wax. But I don't know. What do we need wax for? Apart from using it on copper, I don't think it has much of a use. Yeah, and also can be burned for power. Okay, we don't even need the wax then. We'll upgrade to the heated centrifuge. Oh, this one requires an inactive dragon egg. Right, okay, so I can't make this yet until we have the draconic chunks. Okay, we're just stuck with the powered one. So put that there, put the centrifuge in, or the comb into the centrifuge, and let it just run. Hopefully we get enough dust. I think it's like a 10% chance to even get some. Oh, it's a 30% chance, okay. So just leave it go. All right, all 47 comb ended up giving us 15 draconic dust, which is actually enough to make our first upgrade, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I needed 18. I was looking at the quest here, or like the Omega thing. We actually have plenty of Hearts of the Sea now. Because of all the essence we've been just growing, we're kind of just out of Prismarine, but there's another 9. So this thing's actually pretty good. And the Nautilus shells, we got 11 of them, or 10 technically from our Deepling Angler. But using the fish essence and prismarine essence in here, we can make a ton of Nautilus shells, so not a problem. Right, have you made any more comb? Because I really need this productivity upgrade. I added some speed upgrades in here, actually makes this thing go really quick, which is actually really nice. So it looks like we're just missing 2 more dust, and then we can make ourselves our first productivity upgrade, which then will hopefully give us more comb. Oh yeah, we need honey blocks as well. Honey shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we can make honey that way too. Good. All right, we got our last 2 dust. Okay, so now we can make ourselves our first upgrade, like so. Oh, we need some upgrade bases. I need to make more of those. But there we go. Productivity upgrade. We need 3 of those to upgrade to the next tier. But by putting this in here, we have a 120% multiplier on our hive. And I just learned these guys, even though they're in a simulator, it turns out they need it to be at a certain time of day as well. I thought it didn't matter because I just wasted like under half an hour of time just trying to speed this thing up, and it was nighttime and it didn't work, so I just slept and now it's working. So I need to get these guys to work both day and night. Now I need to figure out how to do that. This place must be counted as a dark because there is a zombie bee after spawning. Does that mean a skeletal bee has a chance of spawning here? Okay, I guess that happened. I mean, definitely everything's not lit up, but still, I was not expecting that to happen. Speaking of the bee, let's actually go to see if our other bees have spawned. Nope, nothing in there. All right, back to waiting. Maybe I'll just AFK here until something spawns. All right, so we just need to get ourselves a few more bees, and that is going to start by using this and hopefully get ourselves like an ashy mining bee, who we do need. Okay, chocolate mining bee we do need as well, but it's mainly the ashy bee is what I'm after. Because the ashy mining bee combined with the crystalline bee will give us our iron bee. And then that iron bee has to be combined with, Eubiterium. Okay, I didn't know that. But you can also give him a bucket of mercury? But we're mainly going to be using him in here for getting ourselves our manganese bee, magnesium, and our tantalum bee. We're going to get these guys now, which does require that. And the manganese bee is a sugar bag bee and a skeletal bee. Skeletal bee did spawn. I have got him, so that's good. Turns out he didn't spawn in the deep dark area, which is kind of annoying. I've been waiting in here for ages and nothing has spawned. So, yeah, that happened. But anyway, he spawned in here, and a few zombie bees have spawned more in here. I have put down some feral lanterns, but I don't think that seems to matter. They just keep spawning. And we're so close to getting a second upgrade now. Come on, Ashy Bee. Yes, okay, cool. We don't need this anymore. Now, for the sugar bag bee, I'm not 100% sure on it, but I think it said if I grab out some, like, bone meal and some jungle logs. Do I have jungle logs? No. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go find the jungle now. Give me out my compass. Because I think there's a chance, if you break cocoa beans, there's a chance the actual, like, sugar bag bee will come out of it. Right, so it looks like it's about 2,000 blocks that way. What do we have over there that could lead us to a jungle? I guess our deep dark area seems to be the closest to it. Okay. This has got to be the tiniest jungle I've ever seen. But anyway, there's some cocoa beans down here, and hopefully by breaking these, there is a chance a sugar bag bee will come out of them. Might take a couple of tries and a couple of tries growing them. Hello. So it could take a moment. Can I bone meal these? I'm not sure. I can. And overgrown them like that doesn't work. You actually have to break them. Ah, there we go. Sugar bag bee just spawned. Don't fly away on me. Get back here. It didn't actually take that long. He actually spawned fairly quickly. Let's see if we can get another one. just to show you how easy it is. Never mind. Anyway, we got the one we need. Let's go home. So inside the breeder here, we want to put our skeletal bee and our sugar bag bee. That will give us our manganese bee, provided with some of the flowers. And it has some speed upgrades in it, but I don't know if that's going to allow it to go fast. Doesn't seem to be that slow. I have 30 minutes in my thing. Let's use a bit of that. All right, there we go. Manganese bee. And take those out now. And now we want to combine the tantalum, or to make ourselves our... what other bee was it? Oh yeah, the tantalum was the iron bee. And the iron bee is the crystalline bee. And the crystalline bee has to be gotten by giving quartz to a quartz nest. And I'm assuming that has to be done in the nether. I think the silk touch on my axe should count. Yes, it does. Cool. So now we can upgrade this thing into the nest. Hopefully that piglin doesn't get angry at me. Cool. And now we just need to feed this thing with a ton of quartz. Where's all my quartz? I only have 8,000 of it. Wow, I need to build back on my quartz supply. There's our crystalline bee. Done. And you are making me nervous. Get out of here. Even though you can't kill me. So, ashy mining plus the crystalline, which should give us our iron. Oh, that gives us copper. There we go. Iron bee. We could use a copper bee for something, but for now, all I want is the iron bee. So, iron bee then, combined with the manganese bee, will give us our tantalum bee. Now, the thing is, technically, we actually do need 5 of these for each hive. So, I'm going to be breeding bees for a moment. Alright, so, good while later, I have bred most of the bees that I have access to at the moment. So they're all set up in here right now, and I just have one controller set up just to extract out bottles at the moment. But we have to set up now comb production. So each one of these guys, as you can see, are making a load of stuff. I'm going to have to do something about the honey bottles, and I think I'm going to get 1 power centrifuge per thing. Or maybe I'll just do like 3 per side, maybe? I don't know, because this is actually not an even, this is an even number, not odd number, so I might end up putting like 4 of them here or something like that. But essentially what I want to do is start off by extracting out all of the combs. And I'm actually going to pump all of the combs into... Should I do a buffer chest, and that way then I don't have to worry about it? Or should I just use the ME system just to pump everything out? I don't know what's the best way to do it. Probably end up using the ME system or something like that. But no, that's just going to take up a lot of space. Okay, you know what? Let's just say everything here is going to be an extract, and we're only going to allow insert of regular honeycomb and honey bottles. And then the rest of it should go into the centrifuges, and then we're going to have a trash can just to dump the fluids, because I don't think we need the actual like honey it produces. Okay, we're going to do that. So, in here, new network item, in here, create, and this is going to be an extract and stack. And now I need to copy that for every single hive. Okay. And now I need to grab out a few more of these powered centrifuges. All right. And now we're just going to fill each one of these guys here with speed upgrades. All right. So cable, I'll just put right there. So now that they're all connected, we want to insert everything here into these guys, essentially. So I don't know which one that one is. So which one's this? This one right here, and he's after filling up with all the random items as well. Okay, we want to blacklist these items from going into the centrifuge. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult. And we want to whitelist all these items here going into the ME interface. I have a feeling, yeah, more or less all the combs just went into the system, but I'll take them out and sort them out after. And the only other one that's still going in the system is this one here. I don't think there's any other items that it produces, and if it does, well, I'll eventually find out because it'll be clogging up the centrifuge somewhere. Okay, now I can just say continue inserting all of the comb. And so we don't have to make a new channel. Well, actually, I will have to make another one, but we can say here stack and just extract out all of the items. So this is going to be an insert of all of the items. And then this one down here is going to be an extract of all of the items then as well. Okay. Oh, wait, nothing there. Okay. So all of the process stuff should go automatically into the system. Now, I just want to grab out a trash can just to avoid the fluids. I literally do not need them. If it turns out I do need them, I'll set up like a storage cell for them. But at the moment, they are completely useless. And then make sure it inserts into the trash can. Okay, so that should be more or less it then. The only thing they're missing actually is power. Can I access this power cable down here? I can. I might need to put a facade there, but I should be able to create a 5th network, XNet Energy, just to extract from this cable and hopefully insert into every single centrifuge. All right, do all of them have power? Yes, they do, and they are producing whatever they're meant to produce. Unobtainium, I think, produces like a nugget, but it's like a 10% chance, but still, not bad. And like I said, just facade this block here is just so we don't see it. There we go. But I'm going to end it there, so hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell while you're at it then as well. So, without any further ado, goodbye.